Well, as literally we didn't do anything, everybody, let's start out with some initiative rolls for this evening.
Put me down for last.
Most probably. Let me get a...
God.
Hey, you rolled as bad as you possibly could.
Why not, right? All right, so
Oh yeah, I rolled pretty shitty.
Cattle Rel's on a 62, which is pretty good. Matthew Bain on a 53. Aldette on a 51. Bertilda on a 26.
I might get to go.
Now, Bertilda, the reason why you rolled you're going last is because at the end of last episode, a month ago, you pushed me off the bed. That was your reaction, right?
And we're gonna roll.
Right.
You instinctively shoved me off the bed, so you're saving my life. That's why you're.
Yeah, I forgot that happened. Yeah, that's
And
it.
let's see, where are... He's going there. Okay. All right, so right out of the gate, he comes crashing through the window. You're all aware. He has the initiative. So, he immediately is going to work with his long knives.
Bring it on. I sound super confident, right?
Right. And he has a... Okay. All right. He swats at you with the first one, slicing a piece of your cloak, but not quite managing to find purchase on your skin.
Nice.
He then slashes again with the second one, barely kind of like backhanding the blade above your head.
Yeah, I'm a little bit short here.
That's why he missed.
You know, when you roll into a room, it's disorienting. So.
That's right. And then a third time, spins around and lunges towards you with a long outstretched pierce, and amazingly misses a third time. But he is literally a flurry of blades, as it's like... and maybe it's your shortness of stature, maybe it's the blind luck of the halfling, or maybe he sucks. Who knows? But he didn't manage to hit you one time. Cadorel, you are up, my friend.
Yeah, I believe I was primed and ready to shoot, so I'm going to aim and fire. Because I think we were all looking at the door suspiciously in the previous one.
Yep, go ahead.
Go ahead and add, it's 10 for aiming, right?
You add plus 10, yes.
Yep. I was asking so chat knows because Sass hasn't seen this yet. It looks like I got him.
Well, did you though? Cause, nope.
He has an additional dodge ability, yeah.
He has a dodge ability, so he manages to dodge that arrow, kind of does a matrix and leans over as the arrow goes in the wall.
Oh,
beside
that's going
him.
to be annoying.
Okay. And this, like, after shooting the arrow, I'm just gonna be like, do you think he wants to fall 3 stories?
And Sass gifted a sub to Beta DM Dragon. That was very sweet of you.
Beta doesn't deserve it.
Yay!
Take your pants off. And if you're there, remember to say thank you, because it's the right thing to do. Dodge, dip, duck,
Only
dive, and dodge.
alpha DM dragons deserve gifted subs.
Alright, so you'd aimed and used this time to shoot. You still have half an action. Do you want to reload? Or...
I mean, yeah.
Okay, alright, so you're going to use that turn to reload.
Yep.
Alrighty, Matthew Bain, what do you want to do?
Well, I got thrown on the other side of the bed by Bertilda, so
Okay.
I'm not going to do like what I would do on a regular combat turn. I am going to poke my head out from the bed and finger my butter. Yes, I said that.
The Wrath of Shane, yes, we got a complete overhaul of all the emotes. And there's some new ones and some changed ones, and they were all done by Chris Tactics. They're
And they're so cute. I love them.
And I'm going to cast Drop on this guy to get him to drop one of his daggers, because...
Okay, populate it. Let's see what drop does for chat.
we're waiting to see as I finger the butter.
Oh, that's right, because Warhammer has so many facets to it that it takes it a second or two to,
Butter.
figure the macro.
So,
Okay.
willpower test to succeed, otherwise he drops one of his knives.
Indeed, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't write down what his willpower was. Let me look what that would be. Made myself a cheat sheet and I forgot that willpower would be a thing. Because, you know, there's a U. Let's see here. Okay.
You know, I think we might have underestimated this guy. He's comfortable attacking 4 people alone.
Alrighty.
yeah.
And he has a 45 willpower, so 1d100. And he needs to roll 45 or less. Which he does, I'm afraid. So, yep, he is hanging on to that dagger quite tightly. Aldette, the masked meanie is slashing away violently towards you. What do you want to do?
So I have a logic question.
Uh-huh.
I was going to the door because we heard a knocking out there.
So,
Is
yeah,
it
you
logical
open
that
the
I would
door.
have had my weapon, or do I need to run back and grab a weapon? I'm okay either way.
What
but
weapons do you have?
I typically carry my bow, right? Let me check. Weapons. I have a hand axe and a short bow and a sling.
Okay. If you want to go with logic, I would say you probably have a hand axe tucked in your belt, and it probably is still there. Your sling is probably tucked in there as well. Maybe your bow, you might not have taken your bow to go to the door.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. I'm best with the bow, but honestly, the logic is probably not going to have it on me.
Okay.
I mean, also remember we approached that door suspiciously, right? I mean,
Well,
We
she
did,
heard
but I
the
don't think I
knocking.
have a
I mean,
bow.
if you wanted to have had the bow on you, I'm not going to argue with it.
No, I'll do, I'll say that I didn't have it,
Okay.
because that makes more sense, and that's what we go with.
All right. Okay. But you do
so-
have a hand axe, and you do have a sling, but you're kind of really close for. So, but you, as I say, you do have a hand axe.
Logic-wise, would I have had that out already, or do I have to use my half action to pull it out?
You probably, under the circumstances, I would have thought you would have drawn the hand axe to when you opened the door.
Yeah.
At least to have it ready. And then, of course, there was a kathunk, and you slammed the door, and
Right.
then there was a smash as this person come through the window. So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to say you would have spun around with your hand axe ready, for sure.
Cool. I've never done this before, guys. I've never used my hand axe.
Never use melee. The halfling has only ever shot at things before.
You know how bad I am at shooting at things? This is worse.
Oh, we're fine then.
You're gonna one-shot it. Ulrich
But you hit.
go.
Of course you hit.
You get a double Ulrich's Fury. You're gonna
Of course you
my
hit.
head off.
And you will hit because he's already used his dodge and he used all 3 of his attacks, which means he doesn't have a parry.
Cool.
You
Let's
will
do
hit him.
it. At it again.
Where did you hit him?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, well, it's 6 damage. Well, I'm going to say it really doesn't matter because that's not going to do that's not clearly going to do a crit.
Yeah, no, definitely not. We're good.
But you do nick him, much to his disgust. All right. Bertilda. This is not a very big room, so I mean, a simple move action will get you over there to him if that's what you want to do. Or you can hide behind the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Bertilda
I'm
hides
sure
for
Ulrich
the
would
next
love
4
that.
rounds.
Yeah, I'm getting right up in this asshole's face.
Okay.
And I can probably swing once, right?
Yes, indeed. Yep. You can move and make a single attack. Oh, so close! So
we go.
close! Alright, yep, you swipe at him, but he's able to kind of just lean back as the blade buzzes across in front of his face. It is his turn. Okay. he is going to divide up his attacks, and this time he is not going to attack 3 times. He's only going to attack twice. He slashes towards Aldet with one of them, which will hit unless you have a ability to parry or dodge.
I mean, there's a parry button on my sheet.
Yeah, but you don't have a parrying weapon, unfortunately, so you won't get to do it. You need a shield or an offhand weapon to be able to parry.
Okay, no.
Okay, so in that case, his dagger will strike you in the body.
Okay.
His long dagger. And he will do...
Roll low, please. Pretty please.
There you go. A mere 6 points of damage to the body. So you
Okay.
get to deduct your toughness and your armor that you have in the body area, and that's all he does.
Cool.
The second attack, he is going to launch towards Bertilda, and he will miss. But he is saving himself for being a bit more defensive. Cadorel, you are up.
I'm just gonna shift myself over a little bit. I had already reloaded.
Jump from bed to bed.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that thing when you're a kid and you bounce between the beds. Yeah.
Right?
In the hotel room, and your mom goes, "Stop doing that! They have to replace the beds."
Yeah, you hear the innkeeper banging on the ceiling with a broom.
How dare you? Yeah, no, I'm just gonna scoot over a little bit so I have a clear line of sight.
Right, he is in melee, which means you get the -10.
Yep. But I'm gonna get that plus because I had reloaded at the end of the turn.
So you're going to aim and shoot again.
I'm gonna aim and shoot again. Yep.
Yep. So the 2 will cancel themselves out. Actually, is it +10 or is it 10 or 20?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I'm not smart.
Uh-oh, internet, don't you start.
Oh, that's yours doing that? I thought it was mine.
No, it's mine. I've been having internet problems for the last couple of days. Let's see, firing into melee. Do you remember, was that -20 or is it -10? I think it's 20, isn't it?
I think it's 20
I
because
think you're right.
It is,
I
because it
get
offsets,
-10
yeah.
Whenever I aim.
That's right. That's correct. So it offsets it. So yeah, it's -20 to shoot into melee, but +10. So you're at +10. No, -10.
-10.
Yep.
Yeah,
Math is hard.
-10 on you
Got
to
that.
hit.
Ah.
Oh, so close!
Oh.
Another near miss.
We're going to be
Yeah.
doing this tonight.
I mean, we are going to bed after this, I'm assuming. So I can spend my last fortune point to just.
If
try
you want to
again.
spend it, now would be the time.
I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. Unless you want to save it for a dodge or something else.
Nah, I'm hoping that if we deal damage early enough, it won't come to that.
Okay.
That's my theory on this game.
So
It's always best to-
re-roll
He's
it
also
then.
got to get through me, so...
Yeah. Oh, hey, might be worth it.
Okay, that was
Nice.
worth it. Yep, you plug him in the body for how much?
Well, let's find out.
You ignore the 1 point of armor that he does have because you have armor piercing ability.
Let's hope it's good.
Uh,
Hey.
7. Okay, he'll
Aw,
take.
man, it's not the other die. Damn it! I saw the 8 and I got all excited. I'm like, that's an over experience. Oh.
Right. So. Okay. Alrighty. Matthew Bain.
I am going to shimmy over here so I don't hit my friends, even though it's a magical spellcast. I'm going to channel and cast a magic missile. Just I failed at the casting, so just straight.
In that case, yeah. You that was on the channeling. You didn't. That's
Yeah, that was the channeling. Right.
So you don't get any of the bonuses from channeling.
And I'm not going to use the dart because I'm in haste. So I'm just going to cast it straight and hope it works.
Go for it.
Yep, I did.
Already, yeah. We're just
I'm
waiting.
filling the time.
We're just waiting. La la la. Ding
La,
ding
la, la.
ding 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 ding. Target number is 50. Nope. Afraid your spell
I'm gonna reroll.
casting. Okay, reroll it.
It's the odds are against me, but I also don't want to. I'm not spending 2 magic points to cast a magic dart because I don't want to get screwed again.
Yeah, you do. Come on.
If this fails, I'll be really sad.
What We're just
Nervous.
hanging out.
You re-roll and get a 1. Yay! Look.
I got one.
Alrighty.
Are you kidding me, Shaggy?
You know what that
I
means.
know what that means.
I love this game.
As you start working towards
on our
that
way to
second
an
insanity. Oh, but you
I
passed your
succeed.
willpower, so well done. You managed to not go crazy this time. Okay, good deal.
But I go again. I deserve it. I'm sorry. I'll work.
All right, old
That's what you hear me
dad.
do.
Alrighty, I am going to attack this guy again.
Alrighty, swing with that axe.
I found the actual attack button now, so
Aha!
sorry about that.
Nope, that will miss.
Okay, I only get one hit, right?
If you only got one attack, I think so.
Let me double check. Yeah, one
Okay,
attack.
that's all you got. Bertilda, but now you are in hand-to-hand. You can make your 2 attacks if you wish.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna get up, like really up here. I'm trying to get him to leave Old Dad alone. I'm gonna be screaming at him in battle tongue.
Fight me! Ooh, well that will hit. All right. He is going to use the parry that he saved, by not making his 3rd attack, and let's see if he can successfully parry. He's 50 or less, and 47. Ting! He
Damn it.
parries that one. And you will miss with the second.
Oh,
Of course you did. All right.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Okay, go for it.
We are sassy.
You
I didn't realize
use,
I had 3 of 3
use that
points
fortune point
still.
for the day. Yeah, I mean, y'all didn't use any yet, all day yet. Nope, unfortunately, still not
God
quite
damn
what
it.
you needed.
It was
Okay.
worth the shot.
Nice try.
All right, once
should
again,
technically be
he's splitting his
hitting most of the
attacks.
time.
One for Aldette and one for you. He
I
seems.
should be.
Okay, he's going to hit Aldette again.
This
Alrighty.
asshole.
Flat to the face with that one, it looks like.
This time he will strike you in the. Ooh, ouch! The 25. No, it's a right on. Four.
But he didn't roll. Did he roll to hit? Yeah, he rolled a
Yeah.
3. Okay.
Yeah, he rolled a 3 to hit.
Okay.
Sorry
But
everyone.
did he?
I don't think I saw that. It's not on my screen. Fake news.
For 7 points to the right arm.
Okay.
Jesus.
At least he's not hitting hard, right? And
No,
then
he could be swinging at me instead of her.
this one's for Matilda. Oh, he's swinging at both of
That's a
you.
deep.
Yeah.
He will hit, but you have a
It's hard.
a shield, so you get to parry if you can. Pa-ching! Yes, a very good parry. Your shield blocks the blow. Well done. All right, and he is going to again stop there. He is not going to use his 3rd attack because he wants that parry. Catarel,
Coward.
you're up.
That's me.
Now you've got to
my-
draw. You can either draw and shoot or draw and aim.
Yeah, with my latest discovery as to being vulnerable and not liking dying very much, I'm probably just gonna keep shooting.
Okay.
I recognize it's not.
You don't have rapid reload by chance, do you?
No, not yet. I was looking
Okay.
over my things I can learn.
I
and
didn't know. I know
see
that you
as
guys
an
have
option for
advanced a
injury.
little bit, so I didn't know if that was a skill that you might have yet, but because that would make a difference.
I really want to get it, so I'm looking at what to advance into next to get that.
All right.
Bizarre.
So yeah, you have a choice: aim and shoot, or just
I'm taking
shoot.
the 20. I'm gonna, because if I reload and aim, that's
All right. So you're going to take
more
the
likely
negative
to-
20,
I'm more likely to hit this. Ooh.
and you do. The gamble paid
Nice.
off. Arrow shoots him in the body. Roll the
Good
damage.
to know somebody's hitting it.
He's going to attempt to dodge.
Gonna attempt to dodge.
60 agility. He has a good chance of dodging, which he does.
Yep. But still, now he can't dodge anything else, right?
That's correct. You only get 1 dodge per turn. 1 dodge, 1 parry. Doesn't matter how many attacks or options you get, you can only ever make 1 parry a turn. So, alrighty. Matthew Bain, what do you want to try now?
I'm channeling.
And we're
You're just gonna
channeling,
hear,
we're
"Matthew
channeling,
Bain!" Yeah, shit, I'm throwing a dart.
There it goes. I
You
succeed.
succeed on your channeling roll this time.
I'm using a dart this time. One of like the 7 I have left.
Okay.
But I'm not rolling 2d10 because
Do
it's
it!
a low level spell, and I just want to. So I have to roll a 3 or higher. Now, come on, game. Like, really, come on, game. Come on, game. Please. It's thinking. It's
It
thinking
is.
real hard.
Trying to think how to screw you over.
Baby.
Yeah, it's trying to figure out what it wants to
You know
do
you want
here.
to
Wow, it's
You know you want to do it. Roll 20.
I
Come on,
pressed
do it.
everything. It's
Still thinking.
I believe in you. Roll 20. You know what we want.
should I
You know what you
repress
want.
it?
No, that'll shut down the whole server.
Or
Guessing yes, and I mean it should have been populated by now.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't recognize. Oh, there it goes.
I'm re-rolling because no. Okay,
Why?
I'm not taking that one again. It was trying to screw me over.
Because no.
What the F, man?
So
I'm using. Yeah, I'm using my
using your
fortune
other
point.
fortune point.
Because I'm not doing this 2
2-1.
rounds in a row.
Hey, if it's
Oh,
another
man.
one, it's destined. You're getting.
Oh
it.
my god! Oh my god! Gore, you rigged this. That's why it's taking forever. Because you wanted to screw me over.
It's the new API script where I get to.
Oh my god!
One.
I've never seen Gore this happy before.
The statistical odds of that are so bad. It's funny. Oh my god. Make another willpower save, dude. It's like
All right.
it's out to get you.
All right, I am officially pissed off now.
At least you succeeded.
I wince even more. I hit my head when
Clearly
Matilda
your
pushed me.
magic's
That's the
broken.
only thing
I feel like Matthew Bain, with
Your
his
magic is
already
just
claimed
broke.
insanity, like feeling the pain
Pick
of
up
the
a pillow
fucked up
and run in
weave
and just start
flowing
swinging,
into him.
you'll
He's
do
just
more.
like, yes, this is what Ulrich wants. This is right.
All dead.
we're never going to kill this guy.
Yes.
Seriously.
I would
Not
like
if we all
to
keep missing.
attack again,
Okay.
but can I do an all-out attack? Is that the thing?
So you can do. Oh, did I close?
I'm new to melee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
I-
can. So you can. You can make an all-out attack, which gives you pluses to hit, but it doesn't allow you to parry or dodge. But
But
if
I
you
can't do
can't
that.
parry or dodge anyway,
Yeah.
I just accidentally closed my PDF.
So
let me just
what
open
does
those
it
again.
give me?
All right, so if you're going to do that, where's the maneuvers? I think it gives you a plus 20 to hit. Let me look. But as I said, it completely screws you on any possibility of defense.
It's plus 20.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
thought
have
it was.
defense.
Yep.
I'm not a defensive character. Okay, here I go then. And I still can't hit. Actually, I'm gonna reroll. That's
Yeah!
Let's just all reroll here.
What did we
Right?
do?
You
Somebody stole all of my luck.
the
and I don't know
chaos
which
chaos
one of you
gods
it
are
was.
are in force.
I don't know which one of you it was, but
So-
somebody stole my
well,
luck.
I mean,
here.
Cat keeps hitting. So
There you go. You hit him in the right arm.
That was
All right.
Okay.
He is
Finally.
going to use his parry.
Didn't he already parry this
No,
round?
he dodged. No. No, yeah, he dodged.
Yeah,
he dodged.
okay.
He still has a
parried
parry.
I thought he parried the Bertilda attack, but no, that was prior round.
Last round, yeah.
Oh, this asshole.
Yep. Sorry. 50-50? No, he failed the parry, so you're going to
Where's
hit
that
him.
luck? It's back. Because you noticed that I had stolen it.
You'll hit him for 7, and it really doesn't
Yeah.
matter where.
I hit him in his arm because that's where we like to attack.
That's
The
that.
left one
the
specifically.
left one.
Well, I hit the right one.
Alrighty, another nick.
I'm changing it up.
There you go. Alrighty, and it is now Bertilda's turn. The good news is he's used his dodge and his parry, which if he knew that the actual real
I'm not going to say what's about to happen.
damage
I
would
think
come
you
from
all know.
Bertilda, but I mean, it's not feasible that he would allow himself to get hit by you with an axe just because he looks at the other person and thinks they might hit harder.
Hey!
Well, you missed with one, but you smacked him upside the head with the other. There we go.
Real damage.
For
buddy.
11.
We're just here
Okay.
to burn up his dodge and parry.
Or go
So,
insane.
Um,
Again. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Bring it on. We'll take another insanity. Be fun.
all right. Back to the top of the round. Okay. Yeah, I think he is going to... I think he's going to do the same again. 1 and 1. Right, Aldette.
Oh, Dad, he really doesn't like you for some reason.
That's a hit.
Jesus.
Okay.
And he's just dividing up his attacks between the two people. He's like trying to fend you both off. He will hit you in the leg.
No.
And he will hit you for... Ow!
Damn.
He will hit you for ow. That's a 13.
Yeah, that's
Is that a crit?
uh-huh. Yeah, it is. It's a 4 crit.
Okay, you get a sanity point. Congratulations.
Thank you. I've always wanted one.
Another one. Okay.
Yeah.
Another one.
A 4 crit to the leg.
Bring it on.
And this is why Warhammer sucks.
Bring it on, I think.
And we want high numbers for you guys. You don't want him to roll low. You want it to roll high. Ooh, there you go. That's good. That's very good. Okay. In that case,
If he wasn't such a roguey character, I'd just try to push his ass out the window. But
5 crit
his dex,
to the leg. Okay.
agility, whatever.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
you
a
get
4
hold
crit.
of him.
Only 4.
No, the number is 5
Oh,
on the table.
Okay, just making sure that I was like...
Okay, you are knocked to the ground and dazed. All of your character tests are at minus 30 for 1 round, and you must use an action to regain and stand up.
Cool. I'm on the ground.
But hey, that's a hell of a lot better than the alternative.
That's better than the last crit I got, which is the only other
But
crit
that
I
puts
got
you down
where
to
I died.
0. Okay. And then he is going to attack Bertilda with the other one. And he will also hit. But again, Birdie can bring that shield to bear. No. You need points, or
Dodge.
you want to just take it? You're going to try to... well, you can't dodge
You
if you're
can't
parried.
dodge and use the parry at
No,
the
you
same time.
can't do them both. So, if you got to re-roll, you can re-roll, but otherwise you're taking the hit.
I might as well. I have 2 more, so...
I mean, he hadn't hit you yet, so...
No.
That and he has so much armor that by the time he actually hits you... Oh, there we go.
Okay, there you go. Well, then he didn't hit you. You second thought it, you ran it through in your head and thought, no, that'll miss. Let me put it here. Okay. Alrighty.
I'm
good.
sure that's exactly how it works.
Cadorel.
Ah,
As you witness him stab Aldette in the toe, and she falls over going, ow, ow, my foot.
a lesser elf would think, hey, that's my friend, and run up to help. But a smart elf like me thinks, that's probably what happens to me if I get close. So I'm just gonna shoot.
Okay.
It feels dumb, but maybe it is.
Well, you had a pretty significant pasting in the last encounter. I would be a little cautious too.
Yeah, I feel like Cat is just not here to. Ooh,
Ooh, well,
He's not here to ooh.
if he doesn't,
not
if
here
he
to put
doesn't
himself
manage
in
to
danger.
dodge,
He's here to maybe hit a
let's
guy
see. Okay,
half the time.
he's going to attempt to dodge, which is his best chance anyway. 60 or lower to dodge, and oh, he does so. Sorry,
He does it like a triple backflip in that case.
ducks
yeah.
out of the way.
Yeah.
Matthew Bain. Do you want to dare try and cast any more magic, or do you want to
Yes.
just pick up a
My
pillow
headache.
and-
I'm channeling.
Okay,
and I'm
you
casting.
succeed on your channeling.
I'm
Swear to God,
casting.
if you roll another...
Dude, I swear I
Yeah.
will cry.
Uh,
Get my
I am
hands
going-
visible so that they know I'm not touching anything.
I am succeeding
keep
on
that
this.
finger waving to a minimum. I don't want to see any kind of wiggling fingers. I don't want to see any somatic
No
components.
spirit fingers.
Keep that shit. Oh my god. Shaggy.
Shut up! Don't say
I
it.
think you broke your macro, dude.
So how are the kids?
There
we
you go. It actually worked. You
And I
know
rolled
why?
doubles.
It
Thank
thought,
God.
It thought to itself, I can't do it another time, or they're really going to think there's hacks. All right. You cannot parry a magical dart. You'd have dodged it, but he already dodged the arrow. So, you will hit him in the right arm for 12 points of damage.
Good shot, Mr. Bean. Good shot. That was a good shot. Way to go, buddy.
That's a 1 crit, sir.
Oh,
So, give me the crit roll.
Arm is maimed. Arm
right
is maimed.
arm on a
Arm
1,
is
right?
maimed.
Right arm on a 1, yes, sir.
God, they're quantum dice. I get it. Wow.
Oh wow, that's actually as
Fantastic.
that's pretty good. His hand is incapacitated until medical attention is received. Anything held in the hand is dropped. All right, he is down to 1 dagger.
That's his right one, though. Oh, wait, no, we want him to be the right one. That's the one closest to Old Dead.
That's the one he was stabbing Aldette with, right? Okay,
Yeah,
good
that's-
deal.
yeah.
And he is down to 0. All right.
He just lost his carry.
Aldette, you have to use an action to get up, but you can still attack him if you wish. Or you could try to crawl away.
I think Oldette would attack though. Like she's always been the type to just keep attacking, even though that's not the character's build.
Yep.
I don't think she'd run away from this. I don't think she'd leave Bertilda. She might like try to shimmy away from his hand a little bit, like maybe take like a half a step over.
So, like, as you stand up, like, use the wall to kind of get yourself up. Okay.
Yeah, just so like she's not as directly in front of. If he's gonna try and hit her, he has to like fully turn his body now.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll do an all out. Can I do all out or just regular attack?
You can only do a regular attack
Got it.
because you use move.
The miss.
Yep. Okie dokie.
I'm just being annoying.
But it is Bertilda to follow up.
Win.
That's
no,
a miss.
Damn it.
No,
That
no.
was kind of bad. Do the opposite of that.
He still has a parry.
Ah, there it is.
All right. He will attempt his parry, 50-50,
How does he have a parry if he doesn't have a hand?
because he has one weapon in each hand.
Oh, I guess so.
But he dropped one of them.
Yeah,
he did drop one of his
one
weapons.
weapon. So like, he has no weapon in his offhand.
Well, no, but he has lightning parry, which allows him to have a parry at the expense of an attack. Oh, no, but you know what? He does not. You're right, because he used both attacks that he would have had. So,
Yeah.
no, he can't parry that.
that's all I'm
He
saying.
could do it the next turn, but he couldn't do it this turn. Correct.
Such.
9.
Yeah.
For a crit. Where are you going to crit him?
I
Good
just
deal.
want him to die. Sorry.
No, he should die. He's mean. Selfish.
Oh,
He's a meanie head.
I thought that originally this has been rolling where it hits him.
It did. It hit him in the body.
Beta. What?
No, it only said damage of. It did the first one. It showed where it hit, and then you rolled the damage. So it hit the body, and then
9 damage.
Oh,
9 damage. You need to do the crit roll,
Christ. Okay.
which is a 4 crit to the body.
I'm actually impressed that Beta didn't get like timed out for spam or something like that.
Ooh. Knocked to the ground and badly winded. All of his tests and attacks are at -30 for 1 round, and he must use an action to get up. All right, so basically he is knocked prone.
Yes.
It is his turn. He will use his action to get up.
Well, that lasted a long time, didn't it?
But that means he can't do what he wanted to do, which was leap back out of the window.
Get behind him, Aldette.
He is not going to attack.
No, you
He is
don't.
going to fight defensively.
She's trying to.
All right, Aldette. Cadorel.
You know what it is.
You know what time it is.
So if he spent his turn getting up, is he still in combat? I think it's something because he's still toe to toe.
Technically, he is because they're in combat with him.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna miss.
All right.
That's all there
Okay.
is to it.
Matthew Bain.
Oh man, I'm gonna do something crazy.
I mean,
of course.
he's clearly on
Oh,
the
yeah?
he's clearly on the receiving end of an ass whooping over there.
So I'm going to whip out my knife and just charge over the two beds.
Boink, boink.
And I mean, is it a charge attack? Because I'm like leaping over furniture. So
I would allow it to be a charge attack if you want to make a charge attack.
oh, I definitely need it to be a charge attack.
Dude, I just picture you bouncing
I
off
mean,
the
you're
bed.
covering enough distance to make it a charge attack. It doesn't specify.
It has
Whether
to
or
be-
not you're using
So-
beds as a springboard, yeah.
Yeah.
So a charge attack.
Oh, sorry. It does
is-
say if you use more than one bed, charge attacks cannot be. Yeah. No. Sorry. You use two beds. No. Yeah. Of course you can do a charge
So
attack.
what's the modifier for a charge? Is it like 10 or 20? Is it the same as all out, or I've never charged?
For a charge attack.
Yes.
A charge attack is.
Because I need every point I can get. So
Yeah, I think it's 10. Let me see. Double check. Here we
I'm just
are.
trying to get a
yeah,
kill
it's
steal.
10.
I'm trying to get a kill
Charge
steal
attack
with
gives
melee.
you plus 10 weapon skill.
Yeah, of course I miss. I got-
Hey, it was a
It's the
thought.
thought that counts.
All right,
yeah,
all dead.
yeah!
You gonna try to kill steal it?
I'm trying to kill steal with melee. I've never done that because I don't melee anything. But now that I am,
You
I
haven't
want
got you haven't got the unlock for that yet.
all out attack is possible because I didn't have stand up, right?
Correct. So you can do a plus 20.
Oh,
No, I guess the honors are gonna stay with Bertilda.
yeah, that's fair.
He didn't use any attacks, so he still has a dodge and a parry,
Old
but
enough for you to assume you
at
can hit
minus
something.
30.
Yeah. Pretty good.
So,
Do it.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Do
sorry.
it.
All right, he will attempt the dodge, but he's got to roll 30 or less to do so. Nope. That's a head hit. 4, 9, so that is a 4 head crit. His skull is pierced by your mighty blow, and death is instantaneous as he collapses dead to the floor.
Came through the wrong window, didn't you, fucker?
Oh, that is also going to collapse to the ground.
Breathing a sigh of relief.
Same.
Look at old Dad. I'm getting real sick of this shit.
I'm gonna collapse on the bed, grip my head.
Catterell is going to
Oh,
fully
no.
run up there, probably accidentally kick Matthew Bain a little bit, step on the body some, and pick up Old Dat and just be like, "No, you're okay. You're okay."
That guy should have brought a friend. Well, he underestimated. Okay.
like I'm like fully just like checking over like where were you?
I mean,
hit?
yeah,
Like,
she is.
What happened?
She's badly battered and bruised. Nothing, no vitals are pierced, but I mean, she is seriously beaten up.
I'm gonna
I'm
sit
gonna-
down on the bed and say, Matthew Bain, check his pockets.
I'm laying in this bed with my like this. No, I'm Ulrich is punishing me. I have a headache.
I'll check his pockets.
Yeah.
Somebody check his pockets. Maybe he's got
Everybody,
one
quick,
of
check his
those-
pockets.
Oh, that's gonna go through his stuff.
One of those Skyrim style assassin's letters in his pocket.
With exactly who hired him, how much they were gonna pay.
I want you to keep this discreet. Please kill these 4 specific individuals. This is their room. My name is such and so, and I
This
live
is
at
where I
this house
live.
on this street
Do
in
not
this city.
eat or dispose of this letter for any
About
reason
whatever time this is that you're
whatsoever.
reading this, I'm going to
I
be found at
typically
this
eat my
location.
dinners around 5 p.m. and I do so with my back exposed to the street at my favorite diner.
Booth 13.
That's it.
the luckiest number. I'm looking out at the street to see if there's like any other fools who need punishing, basically.
All right.
Completely
don't see anything,
unarmed,
but-
You
and I
peer
don't
out
eat
the
with
window
cutlery,
to see if
so
anyone is below. No.
Not
Goes
even a
out
butter
into
knife
the
to
streets.
defend myself
Okay.
with.
I'll dip back in.
Must
Kind of like
repent.
slump.
Must repent. Must repent.
Shut up, Matthew Bain.
Must repent.
Shut up,
should go back
shut up, shut up, you shut
I
up.
should go back to Ulrich. I disfavored him somehow. I must have. Only way. Only way.
Do you need me to give you a smack upside the head?
Would you? I'm gonna look up pleadingly. It's like,
Yeah, no, I'll slap him. I'm gonna
Yeah.
slap Matthew Bain. Just.
not good enough.
I'm not doing this. Do we gotta? Should we take you back to a temple? I mean, you've got some gold to spare.
Oh, maybe. Let's figure out what we're doing here first.
Meanwhile, I'm debating telling Matthew Bain that Ulrich's mad because he's angering me.
If this guy didn't have anything and we've already looked over his stuff, I'm gonna start.
Okay.
Kinda, like,
No,
dragging-
I was going to tell you what he has.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So, he has so he has 2 little glass vials tucked into a small pouch just inside, kind of like a little concealed pouch inside his tunic. 2 little glass vials. Obviously, he has 2 long knives. Other than that, the only thing he has tucked into one of his long riding boots, he has another small kind of folded pouch that has some kind of thin thread. It has some nails. It has some hooks. All the kinds of things that you might use, I don't know, to tie a hook around the trigger of a crossbow, pull it through one window, and then give it a tug so that it shoots when somebody that you can watch through this window goes and opens the door, or something like that. But he does also have, in that same boot, folded up, ironically, he does indeed have a piece of paper.
Oh, good. Also,
Alright.
when you mentioned the vials, is there anything in the vials?
There's liquid, yes. A kind of thick, gooey, translucent liquid. Like when you hold it up to the light and tilt it, it's very slow moving, so it's obviously very tacky.
I assume that, who was it that was going through the pockets?
Me, Odette.
Are you telling us what you find?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, you probably see her pull those out anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway, the
well,
piece of
going out.
paper, it actually is more, it's quite stiff. It's actually like a card. When you fold it in half, inside it, there are 4 smaller cards. Each one of them has a little crimson skull on the card.
Oh.
Is that one of us for each one? When you mentioned that the glass vials, I'm actually going to stand up and start panicking a little and saying we need to go see a doctor now.
Drink these.
Or a priest, doctor,
Wha-
whatever.
What are you
For-
talking about?
For the
What if
dead.
his blades were poisoned?
Look, I'm fine. Let's just figure out what this means before
That's
we
just what
go
somebody
with it.
who's poisoned would say.
Hey, Matilda, please, just by all means. I'm also worried about Odette. She seemed to have been smacked a
Look,
bit.
she's fine. It's okay. And if she dies, she dies. Like, you know.
I beg your pardon?
Well, I mean, it's
gonna
gonna happen to
happen
all of us
anyway,
eventually, right? Like, come on. She said she's
Okay.
fine. Stop fretting. It's fine.
This is another servant of Ulrich you're speaking of. She has important duties just as you do.
And she did those duties, and she's still there saying she's fine. I'm listening to her.
And telling her she's going to die.
Whoops,
Well,
and I'm
we're
moving
all-
all that.
I'm not
We're
against
all
the
gonna
idea.
die, Catarel. We're
Yes.
all gonna, even you, and
Yeah,
me.
but we don't have to right now, and we've picked
That-
your decrepit
Listen,
ass up and carried you around
I'm just
before.
gonna grab him on the shoulder and be the purpose of life is to die later.
And she's still alive now, and
Right.
she
She
said
will be if she's
fine.
poisoned.
Do I
I'm-
feel okay?
I mean, you feel like crap. You're,
Yeah. But like normal crap. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't feel
Just
like
another day with us.
you don't feel poisoned. Let's put it that
I
way.
don't feel poisoned. I don't feel like I did when I got burned by the acid.
I'm just gonna stomp over and put my hand on her forehead because I don't know how to tell if somebody's poisoned.
It's just she's not running a fever.
Please,
We
Matilda,
really need a healer.
Matilda, please do take her to the temple. Get her fixed up.
I'm gonna pocket the cards if they're making me go.
Yeah, I'm just picking her up and putting her under one arm. And
I am
walking out
taking
the
as
door.
much as I can and stuffing it in my pockets to go through later.
I mean,
And
yeah,
just, like,
none of what he's
the
got
body
except the
with the body.
dagger is very big, so you could easily
Well,
pocket
don't-
all of it.
Yeah, taking it all.
Okay.
We can burn the body.
No, Matthew Bain, we aren't going to. But girls, go to the temple. We'll sort this out.
I'm already out the door with
yeah, okay.
all day under one arm.
Okay, if they're already out, then I'm gonna turn to Matthew Bain. I'm like, we're burning the body.
Great
Okay.
idea, but first, let me get some blood from his body. You know.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. You need
Go,
that
go.
for your spells and stuff. And I'm going to I'm going to strip this guy completely of all of his stuff to just see if there's anything useful on him for me. Like, because his daggers would probably be good. They're long daggers. That's better than what I have. He's got a cloak. I'm gonna compare.
Yeah, I mean they count as a hand weapon just the same as a sword or whatever. So either way, but they look cool.
Yeah.
Look for tattoos or markings.
I'm also
Yeah.
going to be very wary as I go outside, thinking somebody else might attack us.
Which they
Can I
like.
check the identity of this man? Is he human? Is he elf? What's going on with this guy?
He is clearly human.
Ah, that's stupid.
Bastard.
What a waste of a short life.
I'm gonna hold my dagger up and go like this. Saw motion. I'm gonna do it in a sawing motion and point at his limbs.
I'm gonna kind of like gesture him and the fire pit we have, which is massive. Like we have a huge stove.
I mean, if you
To
cut
one
him
room,
up, you
right?
could fit it. I mean, it's not very deep, but if you was to cut him into
How
pieces,
hot do you think that fire is?
No, this is gonna take some time, so we do have to do this quickly. So like the fewest cuts possible, and we want to keep it kind of clean. So maybe strip one of the sheets, and then we'll burn.
so you're gonna chop up the body
Throw
and
it in
then
the fire.
burn it lump by lump.
I have so many questions about our party right now.
God, that's
in
gonna
here while we're
smell
doing this.
delicious.
I know.
He's clearly chaos tainted, and we don't need him floating around. So we're just gonna get
Delicious.
Are
rid of him.
you saying that to me? Because I don't give a shit.
You're not going to have him floating around.
Matthew
We're
Bain is
literally gonna
not-
burn his body to where the
Well,
ashes and
No,
fumes.
no, that is not
infect the
Caterel. That's me.
entire-
So Caterel is just doing this to get rid of him, essentially. Also, the free crossbow out there, I would probably collect. I'm a bit of a gear.
The free
collector.
crossbow? Yep, there's a crossbow out there.
I would also take the clothing that he's wearing and rip it off into scraps.
Okay.
I need it for spell. How many would I get from that?
I mean, Cat already stripped him.
Yeah, no, I'm
Um,
saying like we're taking.
I mean,
everything
we
probably
could-
guy.
a good number. I'd say, if you just like strip, is the component? Does it just say a strip of cloth?
It's a scrap of clothing worn by the deceased.
Okay, so a scrap
Does
of
it
the
have to be worn
clothing.
by them at the time that you're using it?
Yeah, but it consumes the charges. So I mean,
Does it have to be the person that is dead that you're casting it on?
No. This is like all semantics. We don't have to get into if you don't want to.
No, but I'm
very
at
flowery
what
speech.
spell
Right.
are you talking about?
It is a spell that I probably can't even. Scrap of clothing worn by the deceased in life. It's called Nox of the Departed. It's a really powerful spell, which I probably can't even get to cast because it's.
Right, but it is specifically the deceased of the person that you're trying to cast the spell, not any deceased person, right?
Oh, that's a good question. You can ask.
Why would you cast a spell on the
'Cause it
on
says,
somebody who's
You know,
dead?
scrap of clothing of the deceased as opposed to of a deceased person.
scrap of clothing worn by the deceased in life.
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. I wouldn't take any.
Well, what does the spell do?
It's basically like a question and answer spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could use
would
it
be useful,
to get
too.
questions and
Right,
answers
that would
from
be
this guy.
useful.
I could.
Yeah, ask him who the hell was trying to kill us.
This
Well-
is a safe space.
He's only
I mean, he's
paid
already
now.
chopped up at this point.
Spook, you remember when I played Radavan, how shitty I was at doing that spell where I could ask questions of the dead?
Yeah, but
Gore
you're much
played
better
me
at
so
casting
hard.
spells than Forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna start dragging the corpse bag that we have here over to the fire, and I'm just gonna start cooking them up because I don't want to deal with this. I'm
Okay.
also putting wood in the fire. I'm just making the almost dangerous level of heat coming from this thing.
But before you do that, I will say I could ask a question of him, possibly. I could try.
Wait for that.
In terms of investigation, if you can.
Well, it'll just be like a yes or a no knock, right? So we'd have to be specific with the question, and I have to be successful with the question.
By now, I imagine I have the body halfway across the room, and I'm just gonna be like, so what would we ask?
I mean, he did say something about her, right? But what we can ask
If
for
you're
a name.
getting a yes or no answer, we aren't going to be like, who is she? Yes, you know.
It could be a number question, like how many other assassins are in the city out to kill us?
That's still not a yes or
But
no
how would
question.
No,
you
'cause
know-
it-
you
it's-
wouldn't necessarily know that.
Matilda, you're not here.
Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 7?
No, Catarel, you don't understand. It'll simulate knocks. So the knocks could be yes or no, or it could be a number. Like we could ask for a number because it'll be how many knocks you hear.
Okay.
1 knock for yes, 2 for no.
So can we specify on like a say if we were to do the letters of the alphabet, like 1 pause, 1, 2 for like the next letter. If we were to
Ouija
do
board
that,
that shit.
could we like have him spell
Okay.
something out?
The odds of me succeeding on this spellcast are really low. So
But again, what is the scope? Can we do that? Can
It-
we
it'll-
have him
it'll
spell
be-
it out by knots?
No,
I mean, I'm
it-
not literate, but you could do
no,
this.
it wouldn't. No, it's not like that. It's like we could ask for a particular number, or we could ask for a yes or no,
Okay.
or we could burn the body and just twiddle our thumbs and do nothing.
You could ask for a street address.
Asking for a friend. Why couldn't you do letters according to numbers?
You're killing me, Spook.
I just can't think of anything that we would ask him that would be useful because what we need is a name.
We could ask if he was the only person who's going to try to assassinate us, which we probably already know the answer to. It's no.
Assuming he knows the answer to that.
Well, that's the problem, is we're asking him what he knows, and if he's a lone operative working for
I
whoever
mean, we
sent
could
him.
ask if he's a dick, but he's dead. Right?
You can ask if his dick was turned into a snake at any point in his life.
Don't bring that up. It's just too many bad memories.
I just don't think we're going to get anything useful out of that.
All right. Well,
So
let's-
while y'all are deciding on that, which temple do you want to escort Aldette to? You want to take her to Ulrich, or do you want to take her to Sigmar? Sigmar is here, Ulrich is here. Distance-wise, they're about the same. You're muted.
Muted.
Damn it. So here's the thing. I would want to go to Ulrich
Yep.
because, I mean, it's Ulrich, and the Sigmarians were trying to have us pay to build another church when we took Cad there. But I really want Aldette to get help, and I know she prefers the Sigmarians. The Sigmarites. The Sigmaresians.
She is not telling you which place to go. She's legitimately just like
Dragging her feet up.
trying to
huh?
focus on like what she's learning from.
Okay, then I'm taking her to the Ulrich.
Okay, so you're going to take her to the Temple of Ulrich. Alright, okay, yep, you drag her there. You are the one that has the Mark of Ulrich, right?
Yes.
Okay, which gives you a huge plus on your attempts to convince them to do stuff, and they will act favorably. So, initially, they will seem reluctant to once again dole out magical healing to you group. It's like, this is becoming a bit of a habit.
Religious people.
But
No, they didn't heal us last time. They only checked Matthew Bane, right?
That's right. It was a Sigmar.
Sigmar healed,
Sigmarites that healed you. But regardless, because you have that, you know, if you want to give them a donation towards their cause, by all means do so. But oh, that was interesting.
Oh darn! I left my money back at the inn.
I am not going to offer
Oh, right, make his
it
casting roll.
if they ask for it, but if they don't ask for it, I will give them a gold coin.
Okay, I mean, they will, like, just say, because it's you, they'll just say, any donations are appreciated, but it's not necessary.
Okay, well then they get a
Alright.
gold coin for that.
They'll heal you 4. You're healed 4. Which means you are actually back within range of being healed by a, poultice or whatever.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, across the bridge and doing all that and back is going to take a couple of hours. So during that time, are you sad, wicked, and rather warped elves? Have you progressed past the discussion of whether or not you want to ask him a spell while he's dead, and you're just going to chop him up and burn him?
It didn't pan out.
It didn't take long for us to decide to just burn this mayfly, send him back to the air.
Okay.
Piece of shit.
All right, you start chopping him up and burning him. I mean, it's gonna take all day to burn this human, to an unrecognizable state. And you're gonna certainly go through an awful lot of firewood too, but you can.
Well, there's a lot of chairs and some beds that we don't need. So
Yeah, they might be interested in getting their deposit back.
No, it's okay because Frederick is covering our costs. Like we're rock stars, we can do whatever we want.
Well, he actually did say that he would cover your expenses. So
like he wouldn't even notice the deposit on a whole new bed.
Yeah. So you're pretty much going to be like taking all of the wood and
the furniture and stuff. Yeah,
whatever you need to eventually spend the time it takes to burn an assassin's body.
They're gonna come back probably halfway through us burning the body at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like as they come up the stairs back into the room,
I've got like
there's a horrible kind of strange sickly smell in the air on the top floor.
Oh, well, we opened the windows,
No, because we removed all the clothing and stuff. That's where most of the bad smell comes from, because it's like the oils and stuff.
Right.
But like overall, it just probably smells like kind of like pork.
It probably does. Again, it's got that kind of sweet smell
meat
in the air. Even with, as much as you're burning, even if you open the windows, when they come in the room, they're going to smell it.
Well, I don't really care. So. I'm holding my hands in front of the fire, like I'm getting them warm, even though it's perfectly hot in here.
Wow.
Oh,
okay. Yep. So yeah, they're a good halfway through burning. They've probably got the legs and the arms nicely crackling away, and now they're just moving on to the body,
Oh, this party's gonna split by the end of this campaign.
You guys are under the impression that a burning body smells good.
I'm not even going to ask about this.
Delicious. Mm.
I listen to enough true crime stuff to know that's not the case.
As a human, perhaps.
This is fucked up.
Okay.
God.
Well, as I said, it's going to take you quite a few more hours of crackle, crackle, burn, burn.
I'm not even going
Clearly he was a witch. The witch hunters would approve.
to just go to bed.
I'm going to go to bed and rest.
Yeah, no, like I'm like gonna walk and be like, I'm not gonna ask about this. I'm going to bed, and like probably pull out those notes again.
Okay.
That smells the chaos taint.
Chaos taint. I'm just gonna kind of
It smells the taint.
give them strange looks and open the window.
Well, this window is open because it's smashed.
Smashed, yes, but
But
I opened all the windows.
But there are four other windows that can be opened. Yeah.
I would have
sure there
assumed
won't be any
we
side
probably
effects.
opened.
There will be
windows,
people
but-
coming into the tavern saying, "What's that delicious smell? What's on the menu tonight?" So,
Just
Don't
get
need
a
to know
trap
that
door in the middle of the
information.
room. And
okay. So is that what everybody's doing? You're going to kind of burn the body and then sleep the night away?
I want to look at the cards again before I go to bed.
Yeah, it's basically like 4 small cards about yay big, each with a little crimson skull kind of embossed
Nothing
on
that
it.
I can recognize or nothing written on them.
I mean, it's the same symbol from the cult.
Okay.
oh gosh, really?
Yep.
That's what I was afraid of.
So we have the remaining Colts, the remaining Colts, the remaining Colts assassin. This is annoying.
Yeah, clearly somebody out there is repeatedly sending people against you. Pick a bed. Any bed.
The one furthest away from that smell. Because it's going to matter.
I don't mind it.
I don't want to be by the window.
Right, there you go.
The broken
Okay.
window. I don't want to be there anymore.
Well, if you will all wake up. If you lost any wounds, you'll get one back, as long as you were not below 3.
So
I'm
all
going
of
to
us
wake
get
up
one
every
back?
now and then and check on Oldette to make sure she's not poisoned.
She's still breathing. It's okay.
I'm
Okay.
doing that mom thing.
No
The
fever,
new
don't
parent
worry.
thing where you go and make sure they're still breathing every few hours.
Yeah. So eventually, you have finished burning the remains of a dead assassin. You have had a good night's
It's a
sleep.
normal thing.
So what now? Who or what do you want to? Who do you want to go and see? What do you want to do? You were given a list of possible players. Does anybody have notes on any of that?
I have all of the notes.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I also
good.
have my notes. I don't know if anybody else has seen my notes.
We had talked about last session. We wanted to see
Theodora.
Theodora and Maximilian.
Hmm.
Personally,
find
I
out-
wanted to talk to Theodora, but Matthew Bain decided Maximilian was the best option.
Did we ever find out who came looking for us?
No, you did not.
So there's somebody that knows exactly what room we were in. So
So yeah, you have
Yeah.
the choice of Theodora Ferig, the witch hunter, or Maximilian Sayer that you're considering then.
Yeah.
So,
At this point, Odette would probably want to venture to the market as well to get some healing poultices.
Maximilian has that. He's a merchant.
And
that's
he
true.
does-
He is a merchant.
He does
He is
like
not
a
a
good
merchant
drink.
of.
He'd be easy to sway.
Yes, he is also the one that we were told to mind our manners around.
Yes, everybody.
Because he likes
He hates rudeness.
that one, yes.
That could be nice.
Can you?
Well, he might have stuff I want. So, yeah.
Okay, so that means no going in and telling him we're all going to die, okay? People tend to frown upon that. Don't walk in and tell him you're going to die because Ulrich says so.
Look,
He might think that rude.
I wasn't really paying attention when you were talking to Frederick, but I didn't say anything rude to him, and I did
This is true.
do a nice thing.
That's because
You
you
did.
were stuffing
This is
your
true.
face.
Well, it was delicious food. I can't deny
There probably won't be food here.
It's a merchant.
I
Chicken
would like
hanging in
to,
the window.
while we're up, and if they did not shred the clothing or burn the clothing, I'm going to take it.
well, did you or did you? I think.
No, we didn't. We just stripped them.
Yeah,
the
so
clothes are
it's
probably
there if you
folded
want it.
Nicely on the side, yeah.
Yep, I'm going to take it.
It probably was on a chair that has since been burned.
Gotcha.
So it's on
So-
the floor.
You were told if you was looking for Maximilian, you could either possibly find him in his townhouse, at the Grove, or at Tarnhouse Playhouse, where he has a center box, much like
Just
his
like
other
Frederick.
thespian friend, but it's a different place altogether.
And it's the middle of the day, right? So we should go to the townhouse.
Yeah, it was earlier in the day, so he's probably not at the play house.
I would also like to actually
Or at
visit
Pee Wee's Playhouse. No.
the market to see what we can find as far
To
as
see what
poultices
we
go.
can see.
Yes.
Yes,
Sure,
that,
that
We
sounds
would
need
be
all the
worth it.
poultices because this group is just so lucky.
Okay.
And if I don't know if we will, because the map confuses me a little bit still. I haven't wrapped my head around it. But if we happen to go near the place where we fought the assassins the other night,
Which was all the way
Well,
over
that's
here.
in the
Yep.
dumps. I don't think we'll be going over there.
I am going to at some point make it a point to go over there in the assassin's outfit later. Just so we all know.
Okay.
Ooh, sneaky.
Well, I mean, we are wanting to still.
So
find
you're
the
actually
light.
going to be going to this.
College.
If you're going to the market, the mercantile area, that's going to be over here
Yes.
more.
Okay. I'm
It's
done.
not too
Let's do
far
it.
from where we were.
I think Oldette, she would probably tell you guys whenever we were in the room, but she's planning on leaving one of the calling cards that were supposed to be left on our bodies, probably, where one of the guys died the other night. Like out of the way, but enough that if somebody was looking for it, they could find it. That's
So
the plan.
you're talking about over where you had the fight with that group?
Yep.
I mean, we're not too
Where
far
one of
from
them
where that
died.
is.
Where one of them died, like maybe like somebody who was hidden or like close to something where you could like sneak it in where it wouldn't be noticed unless you were looking for it.
Right.
Like maybe in like a roof tile if one of them died on the roof. I don't really.
Yeah, that was
remember.
kind of
It's been a
over here
while.
in this area.
I mean, it was a really crappy area. Their bodies might still be there.
So that's the goal, is to like leave kind of their calling card back where one of their guys died,
Okay.
but only one of them. I'm going to keep the other three
All right. So you want to do that first or after?
after. No, I don't. I honestly, I don't think I would make a special trip being as weak as I am right now,
Okay. So,
because that
Go with
was the
you.
best area.
but it's over here. So if
Yeah.
and when you get close to there, then you
Absolutely,
intend
yeah.
to do it. I gotcha.
That's the goal, is
Gotcha.
to eventually like sneak in there where the assassins close because sneaky, and
Yeah.
then drop a calling card.
One of their calling cards.
One of their calling cards, you know.
And why not? Okay.
Just kind of want to be a jerk to them. I'm kind of upset about this whole thing.
A little bit.
All right. So yeah.
That's gonna make all of the enemies, guys. Don't worry. We don't need to worry about Matthew Bate. Oh, that's gonna like irritate enough of the cults.
Right. All right. So
Matthew
you're going to
Bane
go
goes crazy enough, he
through
might join one of them.
through the Konig Plaza and down into the Mercantile District. Okay. As you can imagine, in a city the size of Altdorf, there are stores and shops for many, many things. There are clothiers, tailors, tanners, limners, painters, luminaries, weaponsmiths, armorers, all kinds of things, general stores. Everything you can think of can be found in the Mercantile District. So if there's anything particular that you want to go to look for, you will have a reasonably good chance of finding most things.
I would like to look for poultices, please.
All right, so you guys want to go and hit up the local apothecary. Okay. Now, none of you have the healing skill yet, right?
No.
There's the problem.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing great at it.
So,
Well, I mean, how could one of us learn it? Because it's not in any of our exit careers. Like, is there a way we could spend time to do that?
you can. So there is. If you can if you spend the downtime and because it's an academic skill, if you spend enough downtime and double the experience points costs, you technically can. But you're talking weeks of downtime.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not very feasible to kind of do it in the middle of a adventure sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the future. If
Yeah.
we're gonna keep going forward, we're gonna need somebody.
Well, somebody needs to dabble, don't they?
A little bit.
But there's a
we
good
need to.
chance that one of you at some point will get it
Okay.
with one of your careers. It's not like only limited to priests and stuff like that. So, all right.
Witch hunters can have it too.
Yeah. Right, so here's the thing with healing poultices. Let me find it here.
Illumination.
Bum, 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 bum. Where is it? Drafts. Okay, so there are healing drafts. Healing drafts are when you drink them, they heal 4 wounds. You do not have to have the skill to use those.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. The healing poultice, on the other hand, when used in conjunction with a successful heal test, can heal up to 1d10 wounds. But they are all but useless if you don't have a heal skill. So really what you guys are going to be looking for is healing drafts.
Okay, that's what I would like to buy then.
Yeah. Okay, they're going to be... The availability of those is not that high in a city. Not that low in a city. So you can certainly find those. And this is how many are currently available to purchase at the apothecary today. There are 8. They cost 5 gold crowns each.
5 each. Where's my inventory? How much money do I have? I
So
will buy...
if anybody wants, assuming you're all shopping together, if anybody wants to buy one,
Could I haggle? Could I haggle it down?
you can try. You certainly can attempt to haggle. You have a haggle skill. Give me a skill roll.
Okay.
And it is a new day, so you all have your fortune points back.
I have failed.
Do you wanna
Barely.
re-roll
Oh
it?
my gosh.
Do you want to re-roll it, or you want to just accept the fact that he's like, nope, supply and demand, I can get 5 gold for these all day long. I don't need to reduce my prices.
You know what? I'm going to re-roll it. Why not?
Okay.
I have
New
the
day.
haggle skill, but I don't think Bertilda would. So
He says,
Yes.
but you know what? On second thoughts, trade has been a bit slow the last couple of days. How many do you want to buy?
I would like to buy... Personally, I'm going to buy... I believe 3.
I'll buy one as well.
So
I'll
that's
also buy
4,
one if we're getting a discount.
5. Okay, he says, buy 6, and I'll give you the 7. I'll give you a 7th one for nothing.
Done.
Okay, so who's buying what?
I'm putting in for 2.
Okay, so you're buying 2, so you get 2 healing drafts. Put those down.
I will buy
Odette,
3.
You're buying 3, so put 2 down. 3 down.
I'm gonna buy 1.
You're buying 1, and then you get a 7th one for free. Who's taking the 7th one?
I'm gonna toss that one at Matthew Bain.
Yeah, because he put no money in. That's why he deserves the free
Well, no,
one.
he's not gonna take it. He's gonna accept death as soon as it comes to him. We have to administer it to him. And he's not even
He
speaking
doesn't even
up.
speak anymore.
I'll just say I don't need it. I can just drain someone's
Yeah, that's a
thing.
reasonable discount.
This is true. He does drain life, which I think is
I'll-
dangerous.
I'll carry it for him and then pour it on him when he dies.
There you go.
We'll just
Pour one
cannon
out for the
fodder.
homie.
We're all just fodder, Catarel. Don't need to do it. Waste it on me.
Yeah.
Just so you know, just again mechanically, healing drafts do not work on heavily injured characters. So
Gotta have at least.
I know
3
Catarel was
wounds.
being sarcastic.
no, but
Below-
I'm
if
making
you're
sure you
below
guys
3
are aware.
wounds. Right.
Don't think you can go down to 1 or 2
Right.
wounds and then drink one
Right.
and you get. So
Healing drought.
you
How
have
many
to
places
be a little strategic
They
in
heal
when you
4
use them.
wounds, and you can't. They won't do anything if you're less than 3.
That's correct.
Got it.
They do nothing if you're below 3.
Okay. So I got 2 of those.
And they
Cool.
can't raise you above whatever your maximum is, no matter what you do. But
So I've been slowly collecting too many weapons, and I need to sell a lot of them.
okay, what do you
So
want
while
to
we're
try to
at the
hawk?
mall, I'm just gonna sell
mall.
for whatever rate I can get. I have this shitty polearm from a thief, a rapier from a thief, a hand mace, and a saber.
Okay,
all
hold on.
stolen from the thieves
We would
who
probably
basically
go
killed us.
to the appropriate.
So Satch,
shop.
your character was literally just walking around with a bundle of
No,
weapons.
I was like stowing them in the room, but
Okay.
but if we were going to the mall, I'd just like wrap them all up and.
All right,
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
so you're just gonna try to go and like sell
I have,
them
like,
for
4 weapons. I have that crossbow.
okay.
I don't know if
So
anybody
you
wants it.
so the crossbow. Let's see, he will offer you 5 gold for the crossbow.
Sold. That covers my poultice.
Okay. What else do you want to try to sell?
I'm gonna go back to my inventory.
You're very quiet again, my friend.
Ah, okay. I have a hand mace, a rapier, a saber, and a pole arm. It just says pole arm.
All right. He'll give you 3 for the rapier.
Okay.
Um,
Take
he'll
Saber.
give you. He'll only offer you like a gold for like a standard mace, the hand mace.
that. Okay, I'll take it.
The pole arm, he'll give you 2 for.
Okay. And then that saber that I had, similar to the rapier, I suppose.
Saber, he'll give you 3 for that.
Okay. Cool. I will sell all of that.
Okay.
That's 1, 5, 10. I got $14 back.
Woohoo! 14 whole gold pieces, gold crowns. Okay, is there anything else anybody wants to go shopping for while we're here?
I would like, while we're here, to look for maybe, I don't know if I would know anything about it since I was an agitator, but like a board of some kind with like, I
Like
don't
a
know,
charcuterie?
notices. Yeah, that one. No, like notices of like pamphlets or posters or something.
Oh, okay. You mean you don't want to buy? You mean you want to go and find?
Yeah. Like,
Um,
I mean, I figure it would be in the marketplace probably while we're
well,
walking
it's
around
actually going to be
somewhere.
probably here in the town square center.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yep.
We'll go there later then.
So, okay. But you guys are wanting to. So you did have you had his address or his location.
Mm-hmm.
So we are heading over to the home of said merchant. Let me find him on my list. We got Merchant Boy. Maximilian, there you are. All right. So yeah, you get to one of the larger homes in the region, which is kind of. Let me zoom in a little so that chat can kind of see about where you are. Okay. Upon arriving at Herr Sayer's mansion, house, call it what you will. The first thing you notice is his house is a 6-floor establishment. It's like really tall, like kind of townhouse. You can see at the very top of it, instead of it being coming to a point, it's flat. And as you're approaching it, you can definitely see plants and like vases and stuff all up there, as well as what appears to be some kind of canopy. Yes, he has a rooftop patio. The building itself is lavishly decorated. There is a very neat fence all the way around it, which is polished. There is no sign of rust or anything on it. As you approach, you can see 2 women on their hands and knees scrubbing the cobblestones on the pathway that leads to the front door. Said front door is also immaculately clean. There is a very nice little welcome mat at the front and a shiny silver bell that you just kind of like ring to gain anybody's attentions. The second you kind of walk, you walk in there, if any of you don't walk around the two cleaners, they will immediately, you'll hear them huff and then scrub behind your footprints to clean it all the way up to...
I think before we walk in, old Dat would stop everyone and take a look and make sure everybody looks like up to par, even though she doesn't, because she's all bruised and bloodied still.
Yeah,
Not bloodied, but like
I mean,
bruised and cut up.
Your clothes are pretty stained with blood for sure. I think everybody else is more or less fine. It was really only you that took an ass whooping in that fight.
Well, she just wants to make sure that everybody like looks proper, and then I hate that I have to sit
best
outside.
Quality clothes.
Yes.
I've got 2 little badges.
You look all prim and proper.
She'll probably throw a
cobblestone.
cloak over as much of herself as she can.
I walk over the cobblestone like you do when you know you're walking through like a restaurant or something and they're mopping the floor and you're like, sorry.
Okay. And yet you make it to the door where the little silver bell is.
Guess I'm gonna ring the little bell just once.
Ding ding! Okay, incredibly quickly and with serious haste, you hear very sharp footsteps come straight to the door, and the door is opened by a rather attractive young woman wearing a pants suit. She's dressed more like a man, but is really wearing the attire that you'd expect like a butler or a head of house to wear. But it is a attractive young woman with kind of a tight cut back blonde hair in a kind of bun on the back of her head. She smiles politely at you and she says, "Ah, welcome to Sire Plus. Who shall I say is calling for Herr Maximilian Sire?"
I'm gonna turn bright red and start trying to answer her question, but just be stuttering over myself.
Friends of Dieter Klemperer, it's been said we could perhaps, with audience, gain some information we're privy to know.
Okay, so you are sent here from, you said Herr Dieter Klemperer? Alright. You may wait in the foyer. She'll invite you in to a 10 by 10 room with a single door at the other end of it. The room is incredibly lavish. It is the height of fashion. There are masterful paintings on the walls. It is superlative in appearance and everything is immaculate. This dude seriously has a major case of like OCD or something. She walks through the door at the end and she says, "Wait here." A few minutes later, she comes back and goes, "Herr Maximilian says he does not know who this Dieter Klemfer is."
Perhaps it was it? Ah, shoot.
I thought it was the other guy.
Was it
We're not supposed to
mess?
give the name of the person that has sent us here.
Well, it is clearly not Dieter Klemfer.
Yes.
But if you do not have an appointment and you cannot give me a meaningful reason why he should see you, then I'm afraid he is a very, very busy man.
Is there a way we can make an appointment?
Yes.
Time out. Why weren't we supposed to tell him?
Yeah, I thought he was a friend, right?
No,
It's
he's
not
not a
Dieter.
friend. No, he's not a friend. Frederick has done business with him, but you don't talk about the business because it's under the table business.
Yeah, so we don't want to talk about.
We don't want to talk about the business because he has found artifacts for him, but they're not actually friends. They just are in circles.
Yeah, he was
that
a
are similar.
contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're not friends, but like we're not supposed to talk about what information we got from who because
How are we supposed to?
So I'm just gonna step up and say, listen, I am new
We
to
would
the
like
city,
make an
and
appointment.
well, no, I want to buy odd things from him for a lot of gold.
This is not a simple storefront. He is a wealthy merchant that sells wholesale to a variety of other establishments. Perhaps if you're looking for something, you
Well,
should go
I am
and...
another establishment. That
Oh,
is
so
me.
you are a prospective customer.
Yes, very much so.
Ah, I see. And what trade are you going to be entering into?
The magical, the arcane.
The arcane. Really?
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Again, time out. Isn't he a fence?
no, he's more of a, gate and maybe a wall. But yeah.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is use terms that says that we're here to sell him maybe stuff that
I'm not the one talking. I'm trying to make an appointment here.
Well,
I can't do this because
she is pulled.
Bertilda is having a lesbian.
She's pulled out a
over
book
here.
and she's like flicked through some pages and she's like, No, tomorrow. See, no. We can fit you in a week Tuesday. That would be like 7. That'd be 8 days.
There's nothing else we could do to maybe accelerate our meeting.
If, as I said, if you have a meaningful reason, and you said you are wishing to open up a store. Do you already have a premise here in town?
Oldette is gonna step forward really quietly and be like, "We are looking for a particular item that we heard might have crossed his path. We are not really willing to talk about it in the open, but that is our reason for being here. We'll take the appointment on Tuesday, but if there is anything that comes available sooner, we would really appreciate it.
It is a week Tuesday, so that is in 8 days.
Yes. We would appreciate anything sooner if something were to come available. Maybe someone has not shown up or someone has cancelled.
I see. I don't know of any way that I can notify you of such a cancellation.
I can
in
tell you
time.
where we are staying.
Yes, but by the time we got a notification to you, the appointment time would have elapsed, and that would be kind of pointless. But back to you and your store. You said you are going to open up a store, or you have opened up a store?
I plan to open up a store.
Have you already acquired a premise?
Yeah, there's a premise down, south of us. Nice alleyway, a lot of corpses, people, that'll come in and buy things.
Corpses?
Well, yeah, bodies to buy things.
I'm gonna look just horrified.
Dad is just gonna shake her head.
And how soon was you hoping to open this establishment?
Well, Tuesday, the first of the following month. I paid the rent. Get my affairs in golden order.
I see.
Skillings, if you will.
That's not a lot of time. Well, wait there. Let me go and speak to Saya and see if he can find time. Obviously, time is of the essence if you're looking to purchase things. And although I do not know how he will be able to help you specifically, I do not really dabble in things of the arcane as such.
Well, a lot of spells require components. Some of them of varying rarity.
Yes. Well, this may be of more interest to us. Anyway, wait there. I will inform him.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
As he turns to leave, I'm going to turn to my party and be like, I really hope he can provide a rib cage of a dead jailer.
Rib cage of a dead jailer? They're very specific on their components. Okay. All right. So
Thanks, we're idiots.
after a few
Dang
minutes,
it, we killed a jailer too. We've killed a jailer.
you could have got one. How many jailers are you going to come across that you can legitimately kill?
We killed one on our way out of the jail when we escaped that one time.
Yeah, that was before I knew what I was doing.
Quick nip back to Middenheim.
You do now?
You know that jailer that died? Where was
Barely.
he buried? Where did they bury him again? Okay. Right. Yeah. About 10 minutes later, she goes, he says he will find a few moments to visit with you immediately. Steps this way. Alright, she takes you down a pristine long hall that's got like a beautiful blue, long, thin rug that runs perfectly all the way down the side of it. There are numerous, again, immaculate doors. 3 doors down on the left. She politely opens the door. She says, your prospective customers are here to see you, sir. He says, excellent. Tell them to come in. Okay. As you walk in.
Stop her. I want to stop her.
Okay.
What was your name?
Oh, my name is, she kind of looks at you a little strange, and she says, oh, my actual name and not my title? Oh, it's, very kind of you. My name is Hannah.
Hannah? I'm Bertilda.
So, it's a pleasure to meet you. Most of our visitors do not really, care to, consort with the help, as it were.
Oh, their loss.
I say, she kind of like smiles and blushes at you a little bit, and thank you. I tried to be very professional. So inside his chamber, there are two more very attractive women. On second thoughts, those that were cleaning the cobblestones were also fairly attractive women. Clearly, he surrounds himself by fairly attractive women. You walk in, he is wearing a woolen red tunic that is all the way down to his knees. He has a pipe and slicked back black hair. He smiles at you as you walk in, and he says, welcome to my establishment. Now then, he has also a huge, big, kind of like long mutton chops on the side of his head. He says, my dears, if you could fetch us some refreshment, appropriate for a daytime visitation of a business nature. And they kind of like get up, smile, curtsy, and walk out the door. Please, have a seat. All of the furniture in here are large, big, plush couches. There are no chairs, there are no benches. They are all felt couches that are all like bright red and shiny.
Thank you.
Right. She says, my girls are fetching us some refreshment. Perhaps you would like a nice glass or a small aperitif of peach schnapps. And he goes over to a silver tray with little tiny glasses on it and begins to, before any of you ask or say yes or no, he starts pouring.
Nudge Matthew Bain, and under her breath be like, the alcohol. Give him the alcohol.
Yeah.
He brings the tray over to you and offers each of you one of the small glasses.
Odette's gonna smile and take it.
I'll take one and be like, we were told by a mutual contact that you enjoyed the fineries, and they did not lie.
Yes, I enjoy all things of great beauty, the arts, music, as you have seen some of my finer paintings. Holy shit, that glass got a lot bigger in your hands. You are very small.
As I take the drink, I'm going to reach into my pack and extract the 6 remaining White Wolves I have.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, my friends and I would like to, thank you for agreeing to see us on such short notice. Here's a gift just for the visit. And I'm going to hand the 6-pack over, right, with the,
Okay.
They're probably organized nicely, right?
He sits down the tray and lifts one of them out, and he says, yes, these are not easy to come by these days. They are brewery that, from what I understand, went into ruination from Middenheim. But I'm glad to see that you are accustomed to doing the appropriate things when it comes to a business arrangement.
Well, that's really down to my little friend here. She's the genius in that regard.
Well, you are very lucky to have such a business advisor. Now then, let us talk about this business. What is it that you are looking to procure from me?
Well, I'm in the market with my fellow investors, and I'm going to point to Bertilda and Catarrel, respectively. Oh, God, I can't believe we're doing this. To open a shop in the, to be honest, in the lower district, the across the river. But I do this for a strategic reason. But for a reason, for good reason.
And
you
what
see,
would this reason be?
The College of Light is somewhere around there, and it's a mystery that's enraptured the intellectuals of the city. And I figure, why not have a magic shop with the components of the spells that they would need nearby?
Who would you have that is going to advise you on the necessary things that you would need for such an arcane adventure?
Well, I myself am a wizard.
I'm just going to turn and look at Matthew Bain
really?
like, yes, who?
Well,
I am a wizard.
I am a noted patron of young scholars and wizards, and occasionally wayfaring adventurers. But yes, I think it is good that you are trying to raise yourself up in the standings, as it were. So, do you have a list of things that you were looking to acquire, or?
Well, so we have contacts in the other colleges. We haven't met them all. I am of the Arcane College of Death, if you will, the Amethyst College, and
really?
so I know exactly what I'm looking for. But I do plan to go around to the other colleges, get lists from them for their ingredients, and then you and I can do business. I can give you the lists, and we can do business together, and have a shop for all the colleges.
If you
I
just
see.
get better context.
Now, you happen to mention the Right College, the College of Light, yes?
Yes.
Well, it would happen to be that, the Wizard Lord, his Lordship Conrad Messner, is a very close personal friend of mine.
Oh. That is fortuitous for...
Is it not? I could possibly, especially with such a pleasant gift, I could, and you yourself being a wizard, although not of the, Order of Light, as it were, but, as a young aspiring wizard and somebody looking to go into trade, I could probably arrange for a meeting, if you would be interested.
I'm going to look at my investor friends. Yeah.
That would be absolutely favorable.
He is a very busy man, but if you were to carry my calling card, I'm sure he would find some time for you. After all, I have done fairly lucrative deals with him in the past.
Well, that would be lovely.
I see.
Praise Ulrich.
Oh, so you are a worshipper of the White Wolf himself, huh?
Well, I'm newly fan, but my friend Bertilda is
Fan.
She is touched by God himself, if you will
I'm just
say.
a tier 2 sub.
Yes, well,
Tier 2 son. But yeah, I mean that is why she has agreed to invest with me, because
I
she
see.
represents the other side of the magical coin. If you will.
right, you are an interesting bunch, to be sure. You two are, of elvish descent, no?
Yes, that is correct.
And we have here one of the, better folk from... do you hail from the Moot, or are you a, wayward
I did.
halfling from the city?
Totally you're from Iowa.
I am from the Moot.
This is, it is a pleasure to meet somebody authentic.
Yes, of course.
Do you happen to have any of the traditional recipes from the Moot? I'm particularly interested in the recipe for rabbit and ale pie, should you have one. I was visiting there a few years back. A quaint little halfling restaurant, or tavern, as you were. It was known as the Hall Under the Hill. And there they serve this beautiful, delicious pie. I would very much like the recipe.
Can I roll on that? I mean, my trade was cooking, like from before.
You know what?
Could I roll a recipe knowledge? Maybe I know it.
I'm gonna say if you had, with that being part of your background, and you were from the Moot.
Yeah, I was raised in the Moot.
Feasibly possible that you might. Let's see.
That's so cool.
I never thought the cook trade would actually come in useful
I'm
in
gonna
this game, but I
say
chose
that it
it.
would be considered difficult, so minus
great.
10, but you can certainly have a roll on it. I mean, it
Well,
wouldn't have
this
been
is
a
not gonna
publicly,
work.
it wouldn't be a public recipe, but
Minus 10?
a minus 10, yeah.
But Old Death's really nosy.
Oh!
Bam! Yes. Okay.
I used to work there or something. I don't
Hey.
know.
God. You know
Whatever
Holy
justification you want to come up with for why you know it, you know it. You know the recipe. You know the secrets to how they make this particular pie so delicious.
That's awesome.
Yes, I actually know the exact place that you're speaking of.
What you doing?
I do, and I actually know this recipe. It is a secret, though. So if I were to share it, could not go past you and
Oh, I
your
wouldn't dream of
staff
it.
here.
I would want it purely for my wonderful personal chef. She is very, very good at what she does. And I have asked her to try to track down this recipe, but alas, to the current time, she hasn't been unable to do so. Perhaps you could spend a little bit of time in the kitchen with her and show her how to make this delectable delicacy. Yes, we will, of course, make sure that, Conrad Mesner is, open to, being visited by you. Oh, what a
Yes.
fortuitous adventure. This is wonderful news. Wunderbar.
Well, thank you very much. And you see kind of sweat going down my face. As he tries to be like,
I'm gonna actually like pat your like forehead and be like, he strains under the weight of the weave.
This is,
the winds. Cut about the winds.
The winds. I don't know. Heavy winds.
This is just just so you are aware, Conrad is the most reliable opponent of chaos I know. I gathered some witch hunters resent him, probably because he is better at his jobs than they are. But then he doesn't kill innocent people as often, so he is a little bit more selective.
He kills innocent people sometimes, just not as often.
Yeah, not as often. Hey,
You know.
what's innocent? Let's be real. I mean, you know. He says, now, I'm afraid I do not know where the college is. As you mentioned, it is a very, very sought after and guarded secret. But he is a frequenter of the Grove. This is a club for scholars and philosophers here in the city. If you can visit that location, there are also a surprisingly large number of books which may interest you as an academic.
It would.
But yes, if you'd like to go to the Grove and meet him there, I'm sure I could send word to him and say perhaps tomorrow evening, or I can request this evening, but it may be a little short notice.
Well, whatever would be least most convenient for him. We wouldn't want to inconvenience him.
No, let us see if he will visit us tomorrow evening. Meet with you at the Grove tomorrow evening, yes. You'll have to dress well, of course. Not that you're not particularly dressed, but clean yourselves up just a little bit. And maybe bath, because clearly you have been in a tavern and you smell of roasted meat.
Okay, now Bertilda really looks horrified. She was just flirting with this honey hot hottie. And she smells like...
Okay, speaking of that, the two girls return back to the room, each one carrying a tray, and on the tray is on each of the trays is a variety of different hors d'oeuvres, everything from like little crackers with pieces of fish on, to teeny tiny minuscule pastries, to little tiny petit fours and stuff like that. They bring them in and sit them down on the table and curtsy, and out they go. So, please help yourselves to a light refreshment.
Thank you. And in the coming weeks, I will procure a bunch of lists for the ingredients so we can begin the inventory stockpiling. And
Yes, excellent. Naturally.
it'll take a while though,
So, my little friend, what was your name?
My name is Aldette.
Aldette.
Yes.
So when would you be available to spend a few hours in the kitchen?
We would need to ensure that we get the ingredients. I'm not sure if they're as easily found here. I've not been here long, so I don't know.
Oh, this is the
markets
city
as well.
of Altdorf. I'm sure they are available. If you give one of my girls a list, I will send her to the market to acquire these things immediately.
Yes, and I will meet with your head chef and perhaps arrange a time that would work for both of us. And
Oh, it's no time like the
me?
present. I know for a fact she is available right now. Perhaps if you write the list, I will send somebody out and they can be back here this afternoon with the ingredients and you can spend a few hours and I can have some of that delicious rabbit and ale pie this evening. And of course, you'll be welcome to stay and join me for such a delicious meal.
Yes, I would have to. Obviously, I am here under business purposes. I have to check with my employer.
Yes, he does not mind. He does not mind. Look at him. He is more than happy for you to spend the evening here.
I'm staring blankly ahead because I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that it is perfectly well. In fact, I'm sure we would all quite enjoy to taste a bit of...
And after all, you have a meeting tomorrow evening, but I trust you are free this evening?
Did we have another meeting after this?
Oh, thanks to the haste with which we...
Fine, I can go get the ingredients right now.
Oh dear. Very well.
Yes, I suppose. And I understand. Perhaps you would like to trust the list of ingredients to your friend rather than one of my, house guests. So, yes, give your friends the list.
Say that old Det probably picked up on your infatuation, having seen you this way before, and also just being like the type of people person that she is. So she's just gonna sign me like, yes, it would be much better if it went with Batilda here.
Okay.
And one of your staff as well. And she's just gonna like resign herself to like, okay, I'm cooking tonight. Wasn't planning on it. Really wanted to go see the witch hunter because that's who she wanted to see today. But we're gonna cook.
Well, it's still early. I mean, it's still early in the
but
day.
now she's gonna spend cooking time and dinner with this guy. So.
Aldette, do you want Catarel and myself to help you cook? Because we're pretty proficient at it now.
She's just gonna like stare at you with like that dead look and be like, "No, that's all right."
Okay.
Very well.
Would not want to inconvenience you.
And then we'll stay and continue to speak of investments and such. And
Perhaps you could find out information about the one piece that you were
particular
looking for.
artifact. Yes.
One ring.
Yes,
It's a troublesome one.
it is, but perhaps you could
We were
see if we have any information here for that. And she's gonna go make her list and go introduce herself to the chef. And for some, I don't know why she's trusting Matthew Bain with this, except for the fact that it's been working so far.
Hey, sheer odds are you've got to get right. You've got to get it right sometime, right?
Yeah, she's just gonna because she told him she would trust him as long as he didn't mess it up.
Well, he
And
certainly
he hasn't
hasn't so
messed it
far.
up. And so she's like, she doesn't like trusting him with this.
By
But
blind
she
luck.
will. She
blame you.
will because he promised that he wouldn't do anything stupid, and that he would.
Promise that every day it doesn't always
I
happen.
know.
I mean, you
I
really
know.
just gotta understand that the list that he wants for his items are pretty macabre and fucked up. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
well, she wants you
that's
to
the only
look for
reason why
the
he's doing this.
dagger.
Yeah.
She wants you to look for the
No,
dagger.
I got it.
Yeah, no, we got that. We got that.
Yeah, she's trying to like steer you in the right path, and then like go off to cook to kind of get more goodwill for you since you gave the alcohol, and now I'm giving him the food, so maybe he'll like us
Yeah,
more.
I think we've got like 3 favor points with this guy or something.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
Gotta be
Right.
3 favorite points.
Keep buttering them up.
So I'm gonna go pull ingredients and make
Okay.
a list and send off everybody.
All right,
Loads
and
of
then
things.
Bertilda, you're going to go, and you're gonna suggest or request that Hana goes with you.
Hopefully one of them can read.
He is eager not to offend anybody or ruffle these feathers because he will not protest about that at all. Typically, he wouldn't send that person to do such menial work, but he's not gonna risk not getting this recipe right. So he will absolutely give her permission to head into the market and get this list of goods. Okay. So while that's going, so you've done that. So Hannah and Bertilda will head off to the marketplace. You're going to go and talk to the chef. Is that right, Aldette?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just probably like pull the simple ingredients and introduce yourself so that they get a good working relationship before the food gets there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you explained to her that one of the keys is you have to marinate the rabbit in this special sauce that you have to make, and this, that, and the other, and it has to marinate for at least 6 hours, so we need to hurry up and get this stuff on, and, then it'll be ready for this evening, blah, blah, blah. You go over all the fine herbs and stuff that are in it.
Yeah.
And she will eagerly kind of like sit there and nod along and make a few notes as you go through. So she's like,
yeah.
Okay. So Aldette's doing that. So Bertilda, a trip to the market with you, and a female butler. Does
Her name is Hannah.
Yes. I trust that you're. Do you have any specific conversation you want to have with her, or are you just gonna try to make small talk and be all flirty?
Yeah, pretty much. Please don't make me roleplay that. I will like.
That's why I'm asking, because we can cut to the chase to some degree.
Like if we see like a merchant selling flowers, like I'll ask her what her favorite flower is. And...
Okay. All right, give me a fellowship roll.
Oh, my fellowship's not good.
No,
not yet. It's got to get much better.
You're not the most charming of.
Look, you've been hanging out with old dad. Just like channel it.
Let me re-roll that. It can't be that bad.
So I'm from Ertengerd, and I like to hit things.
In Ertengerd, we don't grow flowers.
Oh, there you go. You went from utter catastrophe to an extra level of success.
Look, we can't fight to save our lives, but we can flirt, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, by the time you've gone and you've done your shopping or whatever, she is being very, very friendly, and she's explained to you that she's never, ever left the city of Altdorf. She grew up here as a small girl. Was fortunate enough to to serve. She served in a store that was being provided by, the wealthy merchant that she now works for, her new benefactor as it was, and yeah. So, a couple of things that you're going to find out. One, he only ever hires, or any job or any task, attractive females. He does not hire men ever. You've got an extra level of success, so she will tell you that he has never been anything but totally professional with her. But
Good, I'd hate
it's
to
pretty much
when we get back.
it's a pretty much given that one of the other girls is in his bedroom at night, and he just rotates through.
I am rubbed the wrong way with that, but he's not like doing anything with her, so.
Yep. So
I'll try to maintain my temper with that.
I'm not sure why we're getting an API error there. That's very strange.
In exchange, I'm just gonna tell her that like I don't really know much about fancy stuff because I'm just from a farm in Ertengerd. And I'm honestly, oh my god, would Bertilda do that?
Yeah, I mean, she'll pretty much tell you that as a person that enjoys the finer things, he basically exemplifies that in every single walk of life, including the company he keeps. He likes younger, attractive women. But he treats them incredibly well and lavishes them with gifts. Everybody is incredibly well paid for the jobs that they do.
I'm just trying to decide how much Bertilda is going to tell this girl.
Think of him as the Warhammer version of Hugh Hefner. but he happens to also be a wealthy merchant, as opposed to a magazine mogul.
I think that that Bertilda would probably talk a little bit about what they did in Middenheim.
Okay.
And probably the friendlier this girl got, like the more she talked, probably the more Bertilda would talk. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys will have a very good conversation and will kind of be very friendly with each other by the time you get back to the house. You know, excellent unplanned first date.
And yeah, Bertilda, if she told her favorite flower, Bertilda would give her a flower.
Oh, okay. All right. And she will blush then and say that it is not something that happens to her very often, and she's, typically does not have time to socialize outside of her work. And other than the girls that work for him and by definition for her, because she's like top dog, that's really all the friends that she has.
Well, when you do have time, you should take more time for yourself because you deserve it. You seem like you work really hard.
We all work very, very hard, but again, we want for nothing. We have the finest things as well, and we have very comfortable quarters to stay in, plenty of money, and we have a reasonable amount of time to ourselves. I just tend to spend most of it on the roof. You really should come up there, It is beautiful. And you can get an excellent view of the city.
That sounds nice.
Okay, she says, normally we're not permitted to take people up there without his permission, but, they are busy, so we will just nip up the stairs.
We'll be quiet.
Okay, so yeah, she'll take you kind of through the servants' entrance and all the way up the 6 floors to the roof. Basically, once you get up there, it is, again, superfluously clean, beautiful kept flowers that are all nicely arranged. In the center, there is kind of like a tent that's got tables and chairs and everything set up underneath there. There's a small stage. This would be a fantastic place to entertain people. From here, you can get a very good view right out over the merchant district. You can see the river to the southeast of you. You can get a really good view of a lot of the city. Clearly, I mean, on the other side of the river, to the southwest, you can kind of see the spires of the churches and even the palace itself from here. So, those of you that are keeping his company, how do you want to do? You said you're thinking of broaching the whole concept of the dagger of Yolkachan. So, have at it. How do you want to have this conversation?
So, at Odette's urging to bring it up, and after they parted and left, and Tilda as well, I'm going to look at Catarel and say, this is going to be a difficult subject to broach, but I think you, as knowledgeable and extensive with your mercantile inventory, might help us.
I certainly will if I can.
You see, we all came from Middenheim, where we got embroiled in this kerfluffle.
The kerfluffle.
Dealing with a church that turned towards dealing with another church. And
the loser Sigmarites and the awesome older kids,
That's a weird way of putting what we had to do there, but...
Basically, we were set upon by these institutions to find and help destroy a chaos artifact. And I'm going to kind of wince as I say that to his face.
This is something that Conrad Mesna would possibly be interested in, yes.
Well, we were...
part of our urgency in seeing him there as well.
We were successful.
Wunderbar. Good.
The skull was properly disposed of. It was tainted by corn. Well, and I'm going to mock spit. Not actually spit, but mock spit. Like,
okay.
we heard that there was another such artifact in this city, which is part of the reason why we're here. All the colleges, we could use their leverage to just find and dispose of this.
I see.
We are looking for what we have heard is called the Dagger of Yolkachon.
Well, I can certainly tell you if I had such a knowledge of such a dagger, I would not have kept it in my person and would have turned it over to Herr Conrad immediately.
Of course.
But, you know, the Light College is known for certain things, certain, you know. As I said, he is a strong proponent of being against the forces of chaos.
As are we.
Well, quite. As everybody should be, yes. But it is fairly well known that the college sits on quite a reasonable cachet of arcane items. Most of which are tucked away there for very good reason, to be secured away from prying eyes and the mischief that people might get their hands on them and misuse them. But maybe you can talk to him about this. He, of anybody that I can think of, would most likely be of reasonable knowledge about such a thing. Just remember, he is a wizard lord. He is over the college, one of the senior members of the college itself. So mind your understanding of his position. Be very mindful of this. Do not disrespect him.
And this is, we're talking about Conrad, right? I mean,
Yeah, Conrad Messer.
Okay. Yep. Well, I that, of course, I mean, with all respects. I'm going to look pleadingly at Catarel. You're muted.
Yeah, I realized. So I'm just gonna kind of like be like, well, back to the matter of business. I was thinking a name for the shop, something kind of ironic, perhaps, which would pique the interest of the more learned. Perhaps like Bright Eyes Market. They're looking for the Light College.
Well, it is entirely possible that, as you said, if you're putting it somewhere where people may stumble across your store, as they look for the college, this would be interesting. It might make sense what you're saying about. I initially thought that it is not a good location, but under the circumstances, you may not be too far wrong.
It's an interesting angle.
I mean, I really wanted it to be a safe haven of sorts, because I know the streets down there are, well, deadly at times. I kind of wanted it to be so if students or pursuers of the location of the Bright College would need a place of respite before returning to their more
people under duress are also
places.
more likely to spend a little bit more, and given that they're there out of their own curiosity, they might be overzealous as it is to procure anything that might help them find the place. It's a hell of an angle, I have to admit.
No, I agree. It could make a lot of sense.
Plus, in dealing with elves, it is a long-term investment.
A very long-term investment.
A lot of bang for your buck. Yeah. Because as they say, everyone dies, but not us elves. We all die, but, you know.
Elven accounts are long-standing.
And even elves die, you know, we're all fodder to death, but, you know.
Stop it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a good investment and good profits. So yeah, I mean, I guess we're kind of just gonna sip our peach schnapps and.
If these arrangements are those feelings of your favorite chef there, and With Odette on deck, I'm sure we're going to have one hell of a meal tonight.
Delicious, yes. All right.
And I'll just spend the time complimenting the pairings and talking about goofy business things to the best of Catarel's ability. He doesn't know shit.
You're just going to wing it.
It's been working so far.
Channel your
absolutely.
inner Odette. That's all I can tell you, is to channel that part of you that has spent a lot of time with Odette. That's the part you need.
Yeah. Winging it.
I mean, that's all she does, right?
Yeah.
She does, I don't know half of what I talk about half of the time, guys.
Leather is a fellowship skill.
Alrighty.
But yeah, just gonna wait that out in pleasant company. It sounds like a hell of a time. I'm a little jealous. I wish I could be Catarel. Live forever, eat good food, die a little bit sometimes.
You only get to eat food as long as you keep Odette alive.
Right? Yeah, no food otherwise.
I mean, I'm the cook. I'm the one who's making the rations edible in this group.
Alrighty. Okay, so to kind of fast forward things, so how good a cook are you?
I mean, I don't know if we have to do roles, but I've played it to where she was the one who was from the very beginning on the way to the city when we were escaping.
Right.
She was the one who was trying to put the food together.
Gotcha. Does she? What skill do you have in that?
Just trade cook. It's
yeah.
intelligence,
What's
I think.
just whatever the how much is it?
39.
39. Okay. So with the aid of a master chef, I would give you a plus 20. Seeing as you are cooking it, give us a roll.
20.
Plus 20. Let's see how well this comes out. Woo! 46. Okay. Yep.
Not terrible.
Nice.
Not bad at all. You are able to put together a very reasonable and accurate version of, the famed rabbit and ale pie that he remembers. Everybody gets to sit down, eagerly anticipates his first bite as he's cuts into it, picks some up, and then he pauses and looks at everybody around the table, particularly at you, and blows it as the steam wafts up. He goes, "What smells? Smells delicious, just as I remember." Oh, wunderbar! Yes! Bravo! This is exactly as I remember. Oh, those subtle, delicate flavors.
Yes, you must remember, though, this is a secret recipe.
No, not at all.
This.
I will be
I'm
sure
doing this
to.
because you are doing such a great favor.
No, of course, yes. No, I would not want this to become common fare around the city. No, this will be something that I guard the secret most carefully, and it will be used to woo the most important of guests. Excellent. Why, thank you very much. You must all eat, enjoy. And at that point, he starts tucking in and scarfing the stuff down.
Mind, bro.
Watch, it's probably super common in the mood. Everybody has a version of this recipe. It's like gumbo in this South Louisiana. Everybody's got one. But he doesn't
It
know
was
that.
called pizza, and I've never had anything like it.
Yeah, no, I eat. I stuff my face.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's got a very rich kind of flavor, and it is. But again, you can understand why someone that claims to, there's truffle in there and all kinds of finer things, and again, somebody of a very frou-frou natured palate would clearly enjoy this. For people of a fairly common, more baser palate, it's probably a little much, but that's fine. You don't have to impress anybody but him, which you have done very well. Okay. After dinner, he says, "Well, I took the liberty earlier to have a message sent to Herr Mesner. We're awaiting the response. Please, would you join me for dessert and after dinner brandy? And they'll bring out some more delicious desserts, and you spend a good couple of hours kind of with an elongated meal. You know, you have the dessert, which is like a decadent chocolate mousse and a nice brandy or whatever. And as you're supping brandy, finally, one of the girls comes in and hands him a small silver tray with a note on it. Picks it up. Ah, yes. You are to meet Herr Conrad Mesner at 9 p.m. at the Grove tomorrow evening. I will take the time to pen a letter of introduction for you. One of great favor, I will add.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, that is...
Well, not a problem. I will allow you some time to... Would you perhaps like to go up to the rooftops and have a drink or two while I pen this letter for you?
Sounds wonderful.
Sure.
Okay. Hana will escort all of you up to the rooftop, and they'll bring you yet more fine drinks. They light some small...
Very drunk, probably.
Yeah, they light some bracers up there, so you've got like little glowing fires all the way around you, and you know, it's quite warming against the chilly air. But a very, very pleasant atmosphere altogether as you kind of look out. You're far enough away from the river, even though you're high up. Fortunately, tonight the wind is blowing in the opposite direction, so your nostrils are not even assailed by the stench of the river. All in all, a pleasant evening.
All we can smell is ourselves.
Yeah. Pork.
All we smell is beef.
After
like
that,
old video, I smell like beef.
he comes up and hands you a pristine envelope with a perfectly centered wax seal, and an elegantly written notation on it to indicate that it is for Herr Conrad Mesner. He says, present him with this, and I'm sure he will afford you every opportunity to talk to him. And do not be late. He appreciates punctuality.
You will not be late. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Says, well,
Don't have a great record. with
I've
that
had an
person.
enjoyable evening with all of you. Feel free to drop by again and see me, and whenever you have got your lists of requirements together, bring them to me, and we will see what we can do to acquire them for you.
I will do so, thank you.
Well, thank you very much. It has been a pleasure, all of you. Hana, will you show our guest to the door? And she'll take you all downstairs and politely open the door. And she says, thank you very much for a pleasant evening. It was clear that Herr Sayer was favorably impressed by all of you. I hope to see you again.
And I'm gonna do like the whole, polite bowing, whatever. And then I'm gonna step up a little closer to her and say, am I gonna get to see you again?
Oh, I'm sure. You can, as I said, you're welcome to come by, but I tend not to work on Saturday evenings. It's Monday right now, so technically.
I'm here for this. I am here for this.
So,
We're gonna have like a whole side quest day where we just waste time so these two can get together.
I know, right? I'm down. I'm down for it.
Excited.
Date stream.
Like all of us just sit here. We're like, no, we don't do anything. We like are eating or something.
I'll cast lights and have them lead you down wherever you want to walk.
And we can like do the whole like kiss the girl song.
Junk is calling for a vote of inspiration.
Ooh.
Which, of course, in Warhammer, it's not an inspiration. It is a extra spendable fortune point.
Which is so much stronger, honestly.
Kind of is.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yep. Go ahead and
That's
get
like something I was
the.
experiencing earlier. It's like,
We are?
Inspiration in D&D means nothing to me anymore after this shit.
It's so weak.
Weak sauce! Weak sauce! Yeah, okay. So, yep, you will get a... put yourself an extra little fortune point off to the side, one-time use, that you can use whenever you're desperate.
I'm
Which
actually
will
gonna
be
put it
soon.
in my inventory because otherwise I will forget I have
Right,
it.
there you
I'll
go.
probably forget it there too.
Okay, well, you can all head back to your room, which is, albeit very adequate and quite a nice room,
But after all that,
is a
it
fucking
feels
hovel
like-
compared to where you've just been.
Yeah, but who wants to live in that?
That's right.
Nobody has time for that.
I mean, the room's free though. So, like, you know.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, the Twitch poll is just as easy to use. In fact, it's easier to use now, so it's right there at the top. There you go. I charge all of you in my absence to remind her about the inspiration.
I'll use it the next time you come back to it Thursday.
That's it. Can't use
Yeah,
it till
we will
Thursday.
hold on to it. We'll be
I
like,
can't
But-
use it till you're
Dumpling.
back.
You guys have got, you can get a good night's rest. Everyone will heal 1 more point if you are down any. And that's a good place to wrap things up tonight. And then
Jesus
next
Christ.
session, you can go to see Conrad Mesner, Wizard Lord of the Light College. Well, guys, you have a fantastic weekend. As I said, check Twitter. We'll let you know what's going on Monday. We had fun. Hope you did too. Y'all take care now. Bye!